Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to do something a little different and show you how I make my matcha lattes and just like my hot drinks in general. Like one person asked me to do this, so I thought I would. But yeah, so this is just going to be me showing you how I make my matcha lattes. So I'll first talk about my favorite types of latte slash matcha powder that I like. One of the first ones that I really love is the matcha powder. It's premium first harvest pure organic matcha and it comes directly from Japan, so I really love this. I've been using this for a long time. This is actually an empty. Another tea that I really love is the Teami Matcha ceremonial grade matcha powder. I'm actually a Teami partner and you can get 25% off of your order if you use the code Rainier25. So if you want to try this tea out, I recommend, and you can get 25% off. But anyway, this one's really good as well. This is also an empty. I've used all of this up. I really enjoyed it. I do think I prefer the Encha more, but this one's very good and is less expensive. So I really like this one. And then another latte powder that I freaking love and I've recently fallen in love with is this gold cacao turmeric powder. And I basically make all of these drinks the same way, so you could do this with any type of like latte powder if you want. But I just wanted to share this one because I love it and I make it the same way I make my other matcha lattes. Another ingredient you don't necessarily need but is nice to have in your drink is some honey. I'll usually do like a teaspoon per cup, or between me and Ryan I'll do a tablespoon, so maybe that's like a teaspoon and a half. But I really like purchasing local honey. And this one's my favorite. It just comes in this cute jar that we can reuse and the flavor is really nice. And finally, the last thing you'll need is your choice of dairy. I am lactose intolerant, sadly, and this is the type of milk I love. This stuff's so good. If you are a drink or milk drinker and miss milk but are lactose intolerant like myself, I highly recommend this one because it's thick and tastes just like milk when it's really cold, and it's just super good and creamy. So yeah, that's the last ingredient you'll need. And then tools, you'll need a liquid measuring cup, something to blend everything together, a little blender tool thing. I use this one, and then your favorite mug. This one's my favorite mug from Seven Spice Studios. It's just this cute little speckle one. I also forgot that it's also nice to have a little strainer for your matcha because sometimes it'll get really clumpy, and this is just nice to filter out the matcha powder. So it's 1 teaspoon per cup of matcha. And if you like a stronger flavor, then you'd obviously add more, but I usually just stick with 1 tablespoon. Sometimes I'll add a little bit more if I want a stronger matcha. But then you'll just take this and filter it out. It's definitely a labor of love because this takes so long. But something that's really cool is that they'll come out in these little balls. They look like little Dippin' Dots. And I just think it looks really cool. And then you'll just continue to filter it through. And I just break up the little balls and then filter it through this thing again. And then you'll get some hot water and pour it in. You don't want too much, you just want enough to make a paste, basically. And I'll just swirl it around. And then you take this tool here and you just whisk it. And usually while I'm doing this, I'll heat up my milk. So I'll fill this up and heat this up I usually fill it about 8 ounces or 12 depending on how much I want that day or how much matcha I have. Today I'll do just 8 ounces, and I'll heat this up in the microwave for about 2 minutes and get the milk really hot while I mix the matcha with the water. So as you can see, it's pretty pasty. It's kind of like a paste in there. And while this is still hot, I'll add my honey. So I'll do a generous amount of honey. It's basically a heaping teaspoon, and I'll just add that to the matcha paste. And then mix that all together. And now that my milk is all hot and my matcha is all mixed, I'll add this. I usually always spill, so pray for me. Oh my god, amazing. And then I'll give it another mix. Just to get everything all homogeneous, I guess. And if you want something foamier, I learned this when I was a barista, you just like get this tool and put it towards the edge or the top, and it just foams it a lot more. So if you like a foamy drink, just do that. Or otherwise just keep it towards the bottom. And then you just get your fave mug and pour it in. And you're all done. That's how you make a matcha latte. It's super easy, low-key time consuming, but definitely worth it. So that's how you make a matcha latte, or well, how I make a matcha latte. And yeah, super easy and yummy and such a delicious way to start your day or like have in the middle of the day. It's such a treat. And matcha is good for you. So yeah, that's how you make it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about anything, just let me know down in the comments and I'll try and answer them. And I'll link everything down below as well. So yeah, that's everything. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!